I still remember the exact moment my world fell apart. Not when I discovered the messages, not when I saw the photos, but when she looked straight into my eyes, completely calm, and said, "I'm not playing anymore." There was no guilt, no fear, no regret. She was simply done. And in that instant, I realized the woman I had spent 12 years loving had been living an entirely different life behind my back. My name is Daniel. I'm 36 years old, a software engineer, and until a few months ago, I believed I had a solid, stable life. My wife, Emily, and I had been married for 8 years. We didn't have children yet, but we had plans, or at least I thought we did. Emily had always been confident. She was sharp, charming, and the kind of woman who could walk into any room and immediately command attention without even trying. That was one of the things I admired most about her. Maybe I trusted that confidence more than I should have. At first, the signs were small: late night text messages, smiling at her phone, locking the screen whenever I walked into the room. You know that feeling deep in your gut that tells you something isn't right, but you do everything possible to ignore it? Yeah, that feeling. I convinced myself I was being paranoid. I told myself she deserved privacy and that real love requires trust. Then one night, everything came crashing down. She was in the shower when her phone lit up on the nightstand. I wasn't planning to check it, I swear, but the name on the screen caught my attention. Ryan. My heart instantly sank. Ryan wasn't some stranger. He was someone I knew well. Someone who had been inside our home. Someone who laughed with me, shared drinks with me, and called me bro. My hands trembled as I unlocked her phone. What I found is something I wish I could erase from my memory forever. Messages, hundreds of them. Photos I was never supposed to see. Conversations stretching back months, maybe even longer. This wasn't harmless flirting. They were making plans, meeting up, and even laughing about me. Does he suspect anything? No, he's too predictable. I love how easy this is. That sentence shattered something inside me. I sat there frozen, hearing the shower water still running in the background as if nothing had changed, but my entire world had just collapsed. When Emily walked out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped around her, she immediately noticed my expression and then saw the phone in my hand. For a moment, there was complete silence. Then something unexpected happened. She didn't panic, she didn't cry, she didn't even attempt to lie. Instead, she let out a sigh, almost as if she was exhausted from pretending. Then she said it. "I'm not playing anymore." I stared at her, waiting for an explanation, an apology, anything that sounded remotely human. Instead, all I received was cold honesty. "I was going to tell you eventually," she casually continued, drying her hair. "Ryan understands me in ways you never did." I felt like all the air had left my lungs. "You've been cheating on me for months and that's all you have to say?" She shrugged. Actually shrugged. "It just happened, and I'm tired of hiding it." That moment changed me, not in the way most people would expect. I didn't scream, I didn't beg, I didn't break down. Instead, something colder settled inside me. Clarity. I slowly nodded, placed her phone back down, and simply said, "Okay." She looked surprised. Maybe she expected a dramatic reaction. Maybe she wanted a fight, but I gave her nothing. That night, while she slept peacefully beside me, I lay awake making plans. You see, Emily believed I was predictable. She thought I would walk away defeated, embarrassed, and broken. But she forgot one important thing. I knew her better than anyone. For the next 2 weeks, I became the perfect husband again. Calm, quiet, cooperative. I even pretended I was trying to repair our marriage. She relaxed. Her guard slowly dropped. She even started mentioning Ryan casually, as if he was already becoming part of her future. Meanwhile, I was gathering evidence. Screenshots, emails, financial records. Emily and I owned a joint business, a small online brand that I had built from the ground up. Legally, both of our names were attached to it, but I had access to every detail. And what I discovered made everything worse. She wasn't only cheating, she had secretly been moving money. Thousands of dollars. She was preparing a clean exit using my money. That's when I knew. This wasn't simply betrayal anymore. This was war. Quietly, I contacted a lawyer. I prepared everything. Then I waited for the perfect moment. It arrived on a Friday night. Emily walked through the front door smiling, dressed up as though she had somewhere important to be. "I'm going out," she said casually. "With Ryan?" I asked. She didn't even bother denying it. "Yeah," I nodded. "Good, you should." For a brief second, she hesitated, confused by how calm I sounded. Then she left. That was the last night she believed she was in control. By Monday morning, everything had changed. Her access to our accounts was gone. The business had been legally transferred into my sole ownership. The bank account she had been draining was frozen. And waiting for her on the kitchen table was a neatly organized folder. Inside were divorce papers, proof of her affair, evidence of financial fraud, and a letter. When she walked in, the confidence she always carried was gone. "What is this?" she asked, her voice shaking for the first time. I looked at her exactly the way she had looked at me that night, calm, cold, detached. "I'm not playing anymore," I said, and in that moment, she finally understood. Before you go, if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps me grow and continue bringing you more powerful, emotional, and real-life stories like this one. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comments, what would you have done in this situation? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.